Hello and welcome to Empowered Nurturers Essential Summit. Today is my very first time being online and doing something like this, doing an online summit. And here with me to share this experience is my very own action coach, Coach Marshea Mayfield. Marshea is truly a person who lives up to what she professes. She is action oriented and she will get you into action. Coach Marshea, tell us a little bit more about what you actually do.
Sure, I would love to. First of all, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to share on your platform. I'm truly honored to really be a guest here today and to really talk to the nurturers, because I truly believe I'm a nurturer. My gift as an transformational speaker, as a transformational leader, as a result-driven coach, is to help, women to really own and empower themselves. So a little bit about myself, guys. I want you to understand that I haven't always felt the need or the qualifications to wear a tiara and to feel as an empowered queen, but life experiences really helped me with that. So just a little brief background about who I am. I am known as the result-driven coach. I help women entrepreneurs to take their ideas and their gifts and turn them into successful businesses, profitable businesses. That's one of the things that I do. I'm an author. I'm a serial entrepreneur, meaning I own more than one business. I am a mother of 5 lovely children and a wife. So I'm a woman of God, if nothing else, guys. So that's just a brief description of who I am. But I could go on and on, Miss Ida, telling who I am and my journey, my experiences. And I just truly thank God. I'm humbled by you having me today as a guest of yours.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to have you here, Coach Marshea, because you are doing something to really help me get out of my shell, and that's exactly what I'd like to do for other nurturers. Because sometimes we are overwhelmed in our day-to-day lives, and then when crisis hits, we basically can't handle it as well as we should, because there's already so much on you. So where finances is concerned, tell us how we can start looking at being better with our finances so that we can prepare ourselves in the time of crisis.
Awesome. Definitely, guys. For those, and first I want to make sure I say this in case I forget. I have a free copy of my book on my website, Ms. Ida. I want to make available to your listeners.
Thank you.
And guys, you can get a copy of that book, which is entitled Financial Transformation. It's helping you to transform your finances and your mindset around finances, how we see money, how we possess money, how we control our money, how money has affected our lives, basically. And so you can get a copy of that book at Financial Services Plus LLC.com, completely free. Go to the website and download the copy of your book. And I don't want you to stop there. Because this is the thing, the process of living a financial free life is taking action.
Yes.
Action 1 is to go to the website. Action 2 is to download. Action 3 is to implement the things that's in the book.
Yes.
To implement. And guys, I share with you all my personal journey, my personal struggle that I had with finances. And so to help you overcome, the first thing I want you to do is to acknowledge, where did this problem come from? Where does my financial problem stem from? Yes. And for me, it stemmed from growing up as a young child. I saw my mother do things to get money for us. And she was doing all she knew. And to say what it was, she was a gambler. She gambled, and that was the way she provided for us. Was it wrong? It was. But it was her way. And so I would see her go day after day after day, to get money to make sure that we had. And then I would also see that she would go out and spend, large amounts of money to make sure that I had anything I desired. Her lifestyle not being right, but it gave me a life that most kids did not have. It wasn't a vacation that I couldn't take. It wasn't a trip. It wasn't a pair of shoes I couldn't have. You know, when something came out new in the neighborhood, I had it. You know, even though I lived in a project, it was basically known to be a hard place to live. But I felt like I was like the rich project kid, if that makes sense. Because my mother always made sure I had things. So you may ask the question, well, Marshea, why is that? And how is that a difficult time with your finances? What it taught me was, she didn't tell me no. She didn't tell me that, Marshea, it's not the proper time to spend the money. Marshea, that you need to create systems in place before spending money. Marshea, you need to have a budget before you make unconscious decisions. She just taught me, if you want to go to Florida today or wherever you want to go to, we're just going to pack up and go. I didn't see her sitting down, planning to make these things happen. So therefore, when I become a young lady in adulthood, having my own children, I live the same cycle with my son. If he said, Mama, it's a new pair of shoes coming out, Mama had to get them. Not thinking about her electrical bill, her water bill, her house note, or what was needed. Not even thinking about long-term, making sure that he had his tuition paid for.
Wow.
It was just the fact that my mother had taught me and shown me, when you want it, baby, you get it. And so I want to know how many of you guys can honestly say, that's what we've been taught. That you may have faced it. And some of you may be the opposite. Some of you may have said, I didn't have. Yeah. But it goes both ways. For the person that did have and the person that have, it could create a problem in our adult life dealing with our finances.
Right.
So by the time I was age of 25, because I wanted every credit card at every department store, I needed, I wanted in my mind, and no one could tell me no. I was living the golden life because I had 19 credit cards and I had money in the bank and I could buy my son anything I wanted. Like, life was golden. And so by the age of 25, when reality set in, and I'm looking like, I don't even have life insurance. Something forbid happened. I hadn't made a plan. I didn't have nothing in place long-term for my family or myself. I didn't have a retirement. I was living the golden life for the golden moment.
Jeez.
You understand? And so at that moment when I was told that I was no longer needed on my job, now I'm looking like, what do I supposed to do? I have a bunch of credit cards at department stores, but that would not feed my child. And so I began to look at things different. I had to file bankruptcy, which was devastating because mother never told me, no, you shouldn't need that. You should think about how bad do you need it? How important is it? You should put this in your budget and save for it. I wasn't taught that. So I thought mama, and I had the best mama in the world. She'd give me the world, right? I'm thinking like, this is golden. And I did the exact same thing for my son. And when he became the age of about 16 is when I started to see it. I started to see the fact that he wanted what he wanted when he wanted it. And he didn't understand no. Because I had taught him his entire life, work hard, you can have it. You deserve it. You can get it. And understand me now, please understand. I'm not saying that working hard doesn't pay off. But I'm saying even with doing that, guys, you must create a structure around your finances. You must obligate things to long-term success, long-term wealth, not for the moment. Not because today I want to take a cruise when I'm not prepared. I don't even have life insurance.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's okay. Coach Marshea, so that really must have been an eye-opener for you when you came to that realization. So what are one or two of the things you did immediately when you had this realization?
Two things. I'm going to share two things with you that I did with Ms. Ada, is that I had to face it. I had to write this down. I had to face what decisions I had made. And when I say face it, how many of you guys can honestly relate? I used to send the kids to the mailbox and they would come in with the mail. They would be so excited and happy to check the mail. You know how the kids just love to go to the mailbox and check the mail. They would come in with the mail and the bills, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna deal with this today. You know, you messing up my day, you messing up my weekend. Can we open this later? You know, you stick it in you open your cabinet, you stick it in your drawer, you put it in a shoebox because you don't want to deal with it. And we think that it goes away when we pack it away. And it does not. So when I say face it, I'm meaning pull these things out. Let's lay them out on the surface. And let's say, okay, I've made some bad decisions in my life. Now I need to see how can I address this problem. And then I begin to make phone calls. I begin to call those creditors. So now I'm giving you the solution for problem one. So once you face it, guys, this is what you must do next. You must get on the phone and you call these creditors and these debtors and you say to them, I made some mistakes. No, I don't have income now, but what would you be willing to do with me for me to get me through this process? What is there to do? What programs do you offer? Face it, face it, face it. And you will be surprised at the results and the thing that people will open their doors because they're willing to help you and to support you. They just want you to show up.
This is very important for us nurturers. This is something that nurturers in general don't do. Like, you know, we take long to handle things, to take care of things, especially finances. A lot of us don't truly feel that money is that important. And so, you know, you go along and you spend, you pay this, you pay that, you earn a living. But nurturers, friends, I tell you, this is very important what Coach Marshea I'm saying here to you today. The first thing you have to do is stop, pause, and take care of it and start dealing with your creditors. Open up your bank account, see what's really truly there, and take some action.
Yes.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach Marshea.
Yes, definitely. So, guys, when you face it, when I actually faced it, I was really shocked because I'm thinking I'm scared to death to call my mortgage company and tell them I don't have their payment, you know, and I'm on the process of, you know, losing my home. And understand, I'm talking to everyone. I'm talking to everyone, every woman here, no matter what level of life you're at. I was living in a nice home, a nice neighborhood. I had a good job. This is transitioning to another time in my life. A very good job. And I was battling. I was dealing with my finances. I was about to lose everything I had because of, you know, divorce, but that's another reason. But still, I couldn't say, you know, it was his fault. It was her fault. It was my mother's fault. I had to face the decisions that I made. And I got on the phone with my creditors. I began to express myself and explain myself and plead for help and plead for support. And guys, things changed instantly. Wow. The mortgage company said, no problem, Marshea. Let's see what we can do. The guy went to work. He went to work and he found some programs that could support me to get my house out of foreclosure. And then other creditors, they began to make things happen for me. I was afraid and intimidated to have this conversation with these people, because I didn't want to face it. And when I did, things happened. And this relief lifted. And I began to take back control of my life and my finances. I no longer had to hide, you know, my statements. Mm-hmm. That's a peace of mind. That's a peace of mind. It's priceless, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's truly important because you're stressed all the time, and one of the major things in our lives that causes stress is our finances. So, Coach Mayfield, on a day-to-day basis, what are a couple things that we can actually do to monitor our finances and get that under control, like basically in our daily lives?
Daily. One of the things that I would say is to get a system in place. And when I say a system, I did a training, you know, a while ago, and I took people directly into my home. In my laundry room area, I have a box, and it's labeled with all of my, expenses, income, insurance paper, documents, tax forms. And so when my mail come in, I have a station. And so I have where my bills go, current bills, and I have any outstanding things or any like insurance documents and things like that. I instantly open those things and I put them in a designated place that I can access at all times. And what do that do? Mentally, that tells me I'm in control. I'm in control because I choose to open you and to address you, whether I put you in the place of filing system or I put you in a place that I need to know that I need to address this within the next 30 days. So I have 2 systems in place. So therefore, my family, my children, my husband, no one, I can instantly say, okay, go to this place here and get our tax documents from last year. Get our insurance forms. How much we paying in insurance. All the things that we need access to within seconds is there. Take control of your finances and do that on a daily basis.
Okay, so
I no longer put mail in hidden places. I make sure that everything is in a designated place.
That's totally important because organization is definitely a challenge also. So basically, no matter what, put these simple and effective steps in place so that you can relieve some of your daily stress.
Yes.
And another thing that came to mind with you getting on track and being so organized, another area that we don't think of too much is our taxes. And I know that you are a specialist in that area. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I don't know exactly what you want me to share about it.
Okay, well, basically taking control of your taxes and how could you properly set yourself up to make sure that you have everything in place when it's time for taxes.
Okay, great. Basically, guys, the same system. You want to make sure that you have all the information, especially if you're itemizing, meaning that you spend money throughout the year, whether it's in your business or your personal life or your farm or whatever the case is that you have. You want to make sure that you have a ledger or documentation or information in the situation that the government asks for, documentation or proof, and also to take along to your tax preparer, your CPA, your accountant, to properly prepare your taxes. The thing I want to leave with you about taxes is that you need to understand, no matter who's the person that you hire to prepare your taxes, you are the person that's ultimately responsible. So therefore, you need to have the proper documentation to back up what's on your tax return. So the only way that you can have these things, guys, is again what Ms. Adams said, is organization. You must learn how to be in control of your finances. And it's amazing the power that you receive when you take control. It's like I tell my money where to go. It's no longer like your money behind you, chasing you running because your money in control. It's like, no, I'm in control of my money. I tell my money on November 15th, you're going to pay this bill, and this bill. I tell my money on Thursday, we're going to make groceries. Money, you do what I say do. That's power, guys.
Yes.
Power.
Yes, that's one of the things we absolutely need. We need to walk in our personal power. Because basically that's the only way we're gonna live a happy life and have others respect us for owning ourselves. So one other thing, Coach Mayfield, that I'm thinking about, when crisis hit, sometimes we're totally unprepared. How do we go about basically preparing in the event that something should to happen?
Well, one of the things that I would say is to always have, people call an emergency fund. Mm-hmm. And you may say, well, Marshea, I'm in a crisis now and I don't have an emergency fund. So I say to you, I'm gonna take this over to the business side right here really quick. Okay. Guys, each of us have a gift on the inside of us. Each of us, we're no different. If you're listening to this, you're listening to the sound of my voice, you just need to identify what's that gift and purpose and how can you monetize it. So what I'm saying to you is you may be on your 9-to-5 job. You may enjoy your career. You may enjoy the thing that you're doing. But how can that gift assist you with building your emergency fund? Mm-hmm. Understand me? So you say, Marshea, I don't have an emergency fund. Can you bake? Can you sing? Can you draw? Can you sew? Mm-hmm. Well, that's your emergency fund. Start doing it and start preparing for these crises with the gifts that God has instilled in your hands and in your mind. Mm-hmm. Build your emergency fund.
Excellent. So now, nurturers in general are kind of laid back folks. big dreamers, love helping others. But if one of the nurturers, the empowered nurturers online right now would like to work with you, get some accountability in moving forward with getting themselves organized and financially stable, how can they go about doing that?
The first thing that I would recommend is to get a copy of the book. In the book, guys, it's an easy read and it's worksheet based. It's the exact same thing that I did to get out of my current financial situation. And so the reason I take you this route is because I need you to understand that you start with the mindset. Mm-hmm. And so by taking advantage of this tool, which is the book, and actually using it, when I say use it, really implement the tools and the strategy step by step. And then let's have a conversation. Because if you show me that you have took an action, you've downloaded the book that's free, you've taken action, you're implementing the steps, you have now created a budget, you have laid out all of your expenses. I want to share this with out really quick, guys. When you're creating a budget, and I don't talk about a budget a lot because that's only 10% of living financially fit. 90% is right here. 10% is the money. Okay? So, but when you're creating a budget, do not forget to your tithing, your gas, your food, and your supplies. It's just those simple things that people forget when they're creating a budget. And so therefore, if you don't have it all in your budget, and when you start to spend it and you start to allocate things to different areas and you're coming up, well, why am I short? My budget said I should have this amount, left. Well, you forgot to implement those little important things that adds up. So that's the one thing I want to say to you guys about a budget. But in the book, Ms. Ida, if they really want to take action, download the book. When I tell you the book is basically like me speaking to you, it will get you to your next level in finances.
Definitely. That's something I need to go ahead and download and start implementing. Thank you.
And that website again, guys, is Financial Services Plus LLC.com.
Okay, well, Nurture, definitely I'll have that for you in the link so that you can click through and start organizing yourselves and your finances. Coach Mayfield, this has been a powerful session. I so thank you for showing up big for us today and helping the nurturers with the dreamy mindset actually start to pull it all together. Again, nurturers, thank you for joining us, and please do go ahead and download that book that Coach Mayfield is offering us. Thank you, and enjoy, be empowered. You are all essential nurturers and empowered queens. Thank you so much for joining us, Coach Mayfield. Thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Okay. Goodbye. Have a good day.